welcome back to my channel. Today is week 2 of Heather's Halloween collaboration and we are doing embellishments. So last week we did shakers, and if you haven't checked out everyone's channel, I'll leave it linked down below. The shakers everyone created last week were amazing, so I'm looking forward to what everyone has created this week. So we had to create a set of 4 embellishments. So I did create a little bit more. Embellishments is one of my favorite things to create. And so here I just have been putting the items I've created in this little bag that I found at my local general store. So this is just one of the shakers that I have, and I just thought it'd be cute to put it on top here. So if we pull out the first set, so I have some witch brooms here that I created, and you can find a lot of tutorials on how to create different witch brooms on YouTube, so I won't be sharing how I created those. But here's just a little bit of close-up, and here I just kind of put, to decorate it up a bit, I just put ribbon and then tied a bow and then added a pom-pom at the end. So I thought those are super cute. So we have that. The next embellishment I have here are a set of 3 bows. And let me grab one here so you can see a closer look. So I saw a video on crafting with Fury. She's doing a Halloween and fall swap. In one of her entries, someone made some cute bows like this. So what I did was I took some white paper and I used some of my paints and just wet it down a bit, and then just splattered the paints to get the paint splatter, and then I just used my bow die and die cut all of them out and then put them together, and then used twine around the middle. So I thought these turned out super cute. So these would be great for any projects. So I love those. The next set of embellishments I have in my bag here are these 2 rosettes. And these can be used on shakers, on wands, on on your projects, anything like that, bag toppers. So how I created these, so this one, I just cut out my doily, die cut a circle out, and you can see it's not sewed there. So what I did was I took my tulle and the circle and I sewed partway around. I put in the sequins inside and then closed it up, and then I used hot glue and glued the circle onto the back of this so it's sturdy, and then I just glued a wood embellishment spider that I had on there. So it's kind of another little shaker and belly. And the other one here, I saw Brittany Pochick. She did a video where she layered up the rosettes, and so I thought that was a lovely idea, so I did the same thing. So here's just a spare one I have. So I again used this die, then I used then I put a layer of tulle, and then I used one of my rosette dies, created a rosette, and then I put a smaller circle of the same die here, and then put another layer of tulle, and then put a circle on top of that, and then I kind of just embellished it. So I had these wood chips, and so what I did was I painted them first, and then I dipped them in, then I obviously put glue, and then I dipped them in glitter. And so I just put a little leaf, and then I have these witch feet dies that I just used and then stuck them in behind. So here is another one extra that I created. So these ones I put bows on. So I thought these turned out super cute, and I thought these would be really good on a wand. So there's that. I love this one, pumpkin. I also distressed the edge of the pumpkin on this one, and then the edge of the spider. So there's that embellishment. The next embellishment I'm going to show is the ghost. This we made last week. So I found some ghosts on Pinterest, or I saw these on Pinterest and just kind of figured out how to recreate them. So what I did was I punched a circle, and then I just cut a few lengths of ribbon. So I used white ribbon. If you wanted to use a different color ribbon, you totally could do that. And then I just kind of, just at the top part, just glued one piece down at a time. And then I put some googly eyes and tied a bow at the top. And then at the bottom, I just cut the ribbon end, or the end of a ribbon. So yeah, that's just how I did the ghosts. And then you can also see you can make them like a little bit wider or a little bit skinnier. And then I just added a cute little spider clip at the top of this one. So there's that embellishment. And the last embellishment I made, yes, the last embellishment are these altered bottle caps. So if you haven't seen a previous video of mine, I participated in another swap, and in that swap we had to make altered bottle caps, and it was so much fun, and they're actually really easy to do. And so I got inspired by that to create more bottle caps. So I'll leave the link down below of where I got the images of the circle from. I did have to size them down just because it was a 2-inch. So I took my bottle cap, I put my image down, and I put glossy accents and covered it and let it dry overnight. And so for this one, I have this black burlap ribbon, and I cut them to about 2 inches, and I just glued my bottle cap onto the back of the burlap ribbon. And then I have these paper flowers, and I just glued those down next to it. So that is that one. I love how all of them turned out. And then the next one, so again, same thing, put the image down, glossy accent, let it dry, and then I had pom-pom trim. And so I just glued the pom-pom trim all the way around the bottle cap here. And then I think this is making it unfocused. I'll move that out of the way. And then I tied a double bow, and then just in this orange twine, and just glued that on the bottom of that. So I thought that one was also super cute. The next one, I just die cut one of these scallop circles out, and then just glued the bottle cap onto that. And so I thought that was very perfect as well. And then the last one is, again, I used that black ribbon, and I just used some cheesecloth and just cut a section off, and then frayed it a bit, and then just stuck it on top. I glued my bottle cap down, and then these little spiders came in with the spider web that you use for decorating your house. I just grabbed one out and then just glued him onto that. And so I love how that one turned out. So just to give you another look here. So those turned out. I love how those turned out. So these are all of the embellishments that I created this week. I had a lot of fun creating these. Like I said, I love creating embellishments. So I look forward to seeing what everyone else has created. So again, check out all the other talented ladies. Their links are down below. And next week, on week 3, is Memory Dex card. And I look forward to that as well. Have a spectacular day.